Hey, so for today's video I'm just going to show you how to make up a hanging basket. So the rules that apply for making up hanging baskets are generally the exact same ones that apply for making up a container. So the good news is it's a really easy job to do and absolutely anybody can do it. So you get your basket like this, you pretty much fill it up with compost. So in that compost we're just using the general mix that we use for potting all the plants. So it's already got some of the controlled release fertilizer in it, which is a very good idea because, you know, if you do these baskets properly, they're still going to be flowering in November. So it's a very important idea to make sure there's enough nutrient in the compost to see you right through. So people that are looking for alternatives, they could also use some of the poultry manure. But this here is probably our best kept secret. It's not a secret anymore. It's the Stay Wet water retention granules. So you don't need a lot of it, you just sprinkle some of it in like that. So at the first watering, those general gel granules, they just swell up and they fill up with water. And as you hit a dry period, they release back into the compost. So they can really save your bacon if you've been away for a day or two when the weather takes up unexpectedly. So in the middle I'm going to use a fuchsia. So it's a nice fuchsia there, it's got some nice reds and whites. You know, you can't go wrong with a fuchsia. And for the year that's in it, I said the first plant I better put in is a Biden. I don't think it's any relation to the famous Biden who was here a few weeks ago. So I always like to put 4 trailers around the edge. So we went with first a Biden, which is yellow, with a petunia, which is hot pink. So the Biden and the Bacopa, which I have in my hand here, neither of them trail too far. So I'm just going to put them opposite one another. And then in the last quadrant here, I just love these Surfinias that are still popular after 20 odd years. This is the blue vein Surfinia. So we've loads of lovely bicolour ones and stuff like that, but it's really nice to see the traditional ones stay so popular. So if you notice I didn't fill the basket the whole way up to the top at the start, that's because as you make little crevices for all these plants, you end up nearly increasing your volume, peat. So we need a tiny bit more, so we're just going to pop it in like that. And I am going to use some of these Lobelia fountain mix just to fill these little crevices. Now, a lot of people wonder why I packed them so much. It's actually because as you hit these long hot days, which they assure me is going to come, the less sun that hits the surface of the peat moss, the better, because they actually kind of shade the peat moss and they also aid them using very, very little water. Now, so that's basically your hanging basket ready for hanging on the wall. And as I say, you can follow the exact same rules if you're making a container. So the fuchsia is going to get up a little bit higher. These things are going to trail down over the edge. And that's going to be a really, really nice basket. So that's a real simple way of doing it. Does that, you know, anybody can do it. If you pop that into somewhere sheltered for a few days, if you're lucky enough to have a polytunnel, that's the place to put it, or a glass house or something like that. And you'd be shocked even by this evening how the roots of these Surfinias will have poked their way into this fresh compost, and that gives them a great bit of grip and a great bit of establishment. So whenever you do decide to put up your baskets, it's very important to water them for maybe twice a day for the first few days, because when you take them from a nice sheltered environment to hanging them up on the wall and they're getting that breeze and the sunlight, they're really thirsty. So just pencil in that you have to water them twice a day the first few days. So thanks for watching.